I hope so. I hope so. I'm really hoping he does now.
Right now.
I was really getting sick of hearing about him, but after listening to the disgusting crap that you two just talked about, I'd really like to see him come in and dominate and have him go 8-0 with his golden old finger.
Oh, now he's just showing off for the second commercial.
No, I'm really that was tough to listen to. That was tough to listen to. You two talking about how good the Red Sox.
Should I roam him?
Should you roam him?
I'm gonna roam you.
Rome is burning.
Let me tell you about Roger Clemens. Clemens, you think you're going to come in and turn the Yankees around? Even if you win every 5th day, you're still going to be winning about as many games as the Yankees win now. So you can't come in and expect to turn this team around because the problem is not just pitching. It's more. And the Rome voice isn't good, but I had the intent there.
But if Clemens comes in and he can get a win every 5th day, and Pettit and Messina can start winning, and Chang Ming Wong start winning, and other guys keep getting it going, maybe they'll be doing a little bit better because a lot of that pitching rotation has been hurt to start the season. So if those guys,
they're not hitting very well either. So
they're not hitting very well.
Okay,
they're not hitting very well.
That's one fella.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Okay.
You can win a game 1-0.
All right. Okay.
I can't believe I just had to defend the Yankees too. This is what I do to you. This is what I
now
do to
you have to do it.
This is what I do to you, and now I just had to do it.
What a big day this is.
You know what'll be better? The day we make you defend the Red Sox.
No, the best day will come, and I believe it's coming with the NFL preview because he already said he's not going to pick the 49ers to win the Super Bowl.
I will say it right now.
It's going to be huge.
I will not take the 49ers to win.
He's probably going to take the Colts in a repeat, which is also one of his teams, and just to get around this. But he always picks his teams. It will be big someday when he has to argue against his team. I tell you what. When the Broncos do well, if they get to the AFC Championship game, I always am worried about that other team, and if I think they're going to lose, I'll tell you. But you won't. You would go for your team?
No, you've got to pick your team. You have got to pick your team.
Yeah, I want my team to win, but it doesn't mean I always think that they will.
Well,
honestly, come on.
That they will.
Like, I guess I've liked some pretty bad teams
I was
over my
say,
time.
I like the Pirates.
So, I show up at the yard to watch the Spos or the Nationals, and you get used to thinking, well, we might be chalking up an L today, so you don't expect it. But, I guess you're just always used to winning.
Well, my teams do okay.
Mr. Championship.
So.
All right. What else you got on your sheet over there?
Well, I got some stuff, but boy, I don't know.
I want to talk about dogfighting.
All right.
Can we talk about that?
Boy, if we're talking about dogfighting, then I'm talking about tennis.
I'm not talking about dogfighting as a sport. I'm talking about because Michael Vick's involvement.
Well, I won't talk about
tennis. I want you guys to think
as
about that because there's a lot of people in the sports world that apparently are into dogfighting.
I think we got a Stanley Cup Finals going on right now, and I think Game 1 was the other night.
Okay, how many times have you and I sat on the show and said we wouldn't be interested in Ducks and Senators, and now you want to break in on dogfighting? All right. Go ahead. I actually forgot what we were talking about for a minute. No, go ahead.
The Ducks went up 1-0 the other night. Ottawa's got the best line in hockey with Alfredsson, Spezza, and Heatley, and I think that Ottawa needs to win tonight, tie the series, and I think Ottawa's still got a real chance at this. I mean, I know the Ducks are pretty solid from top to bottom, but I think Ottawa's got a chance at winning the Cup. Better than I thought they did before. The way they played pretty well. They almost had that game, but I think they got a chance at it.
I know what he's thinking back there. Let me see if I've got it. Wow, they have a chance to win the Cup? Aren't they in the Stanley Cup Finals? You're really going out there. I'm with you. But no, seriously? Do we care? I didn't think we cared. Now all of a sudden we care?
Well, it's the Stanley Cup Finals.
It is the finals.
I know.
Well, it is the trophy.
I'm pulling for the Ducks, and I think that they're going to win. I think they're the better team.
I disagree.
Oh, and you're pulling for Ottawa?
Well, yeah.
I think Ottawa has a better line in that one line. I don't see much else that impresses me past line 1 and 2 for the Senators. Not that the Ducks are impressive all the way around, but their defense and their goalie I like way better than anything that suits up for the Sens.
I don't like.
Just to throw this out here about the Anaheim up 1-0 or whatever. 80% of the teams that win Game 1 win the Cup.
That's stat boy.
80%.
Thanks.
All right. And if they win Game 2, 85%. So
I don't subscribe to those stats. They're kind of nice to hear.
And if a team loses 4 games, the other team wins the Cup. So there's a good stat too.
Yep.
That's not a stat. That's a fact.
Well, that's good. That's a good one because that happens 100% of the time.
It does.
That's true. All right. So, are you done with it?
Well, the Spurs are winning the NBA championship
too.
But I'll just
Yeah,
Because
you
they're
only
going to
mentioned that
they're going to
every
end the
show.
Jazz tonight, and the Cavs and the Pistons continue to beat each other up. Cavs tied with them now 2-2.
Unbelievable.
So how
What?
about that pick of Spurs Cavs in the NBA Finals?
I discussed it earlier
And
today.
and
Got to
could
be some
happen.
carbon buildup in those Pistons because there's no way that these Cavs should be competing with the
Yes,
Pistons
they
at all.
should.
They've
They are
only got
good.
one good player,
No,
LeBron.
no, they have
LeBron
more
James,
good
the only
players.
good player that's worth a crap on that team. I wouldn't take
Well-
anybody else off that team if I was building a team tomorrow.
I hope they beat them, and they're halfway there now. So
The only good thing in the Cavs beating the Pistons is at least we don't have to see Pistons Spurs again.
Again.
Which
that would
bores,
be,
which
you
bores
know
a
what?
lot of folks.
Then I would be okay with either team that
But
wins the NBA championship.
I would almost be willing to bet good solid money that the Spurs would either sweep or only lose one game to the
Well, yeah, that's all
Cavs.
you get on the Spurs is one. So
Well, no, I think the Pistons could take a
So-
couple,
so-
2-3. I think the Pistons could win it
Wait
if
a
they
minute.
play the Spurs.
So inevitably,
Nah,
we're
I-
saying that the Spurs are going to win the championship. You almost just confirmed it. You said, I think the Pistons might win one or two. For
no, I
somebody."
picked the Pistons at the beginning of this whole thing, and
So
I'm still
you-
on their wagon.
So you're with the Pistons.
I'm with the Pistons, but if
And
for
you're with
some
the
reason,
Spurs.
obviously,
no, we've
All
got
right.
that bet coming if
Okay.
it happens.
All
but
right.
we don't know. I'll tell you what, I'm not taking the Cavs in anything.
All right.
I'm not
well,
taking
I'll
the
take
Cavs
the Spurs any day because
down on the
they don't
schoolyard.
lose.
I
Yes,
would
sir.
take the Cavs in the first, second, and fourth quarter, but it seems like the third quarter they just
I'll tell you,
they don't play.
this is a chance that the only time I would take the Cavs probably would be if everybody here in the studio suited up right now. I would probably think the Cavs could take us. But let's be real. LeBron James is all they got. And if, Pop's back there, throws a shoulder and
I'm
knocks
really
out
just-
LeBron,
I
we got a
can't-
chance.
We did.
I
This
really,
is true.
I
We're-
can't
we're
believe
lacking
that you're
hype, but I
saying-
think we can get it
for
done.
a guy that likes basketball and knows like good basketball teams and all the guys that make a solid basketball
I
team.
do know
can't
sports,
believe-
I've heard.
I can't believe that you're saying that LeBron James is the only guy that the Cavs got when they've got like
How is
guys
he
like
not?
Andres Varejao,
Yeah.
Zydrunas
Role player.
Ilgauskas,
Role player.
Gibson's a good player.
Role
like
player.
They have
okay,
other good
Gibson's
players.
new. So we haven't had a lot of time to evaluate
I
him,
know,
but he is
like,
playing well.
there's
He's
other
stepping
good
up.
players on this team.
But they're
You're
all
totally
role players.
disregarding all
None of
these-
those other guys can drop 30 like it's nobody's business. Larry Hughes maybe on a good day, and Ilgauskas sometimes because he gets a matchup that favors him on the inside. But those guys are not all-stars. They're not MVPs. They're not guys I want to buy Gatorade from. You got to have at
don't
least
have-
2 or 3 guys
you don't
on
have
your
to have-
team
no, you
that are
don't.
of that quality. And guys like the Pistons do, and they need to get their head out of their butt and finish off the Cavs
I'm sorry,
so that we
Chauncey
can see
Billups
good
is not
basketball in the
good.
finals.
Chauncey Billups is not a superstar.
I
He's
take
not
umbrage
a,
with that
He's
statement.
not a guy that I want to buy any sort of soft drink
He-
from.
he is a
I
Colorado
don't like
Buffalo,
him.
and he
I don't
actually
like him.
does endorse
I don't
products.
like him. I don't like him. I don't like any of them.
And as we know, when Kyle doesn't like somebody, they're no good at all.
Pretty much. That's the way it goes.
That's fair. All right. And that.
Now we know why the commercial was made.
Yes. And that's why we put the arrows in. I didn't want to be mistaken for him.
Yeah.